Alright, so Joy to the World by Bruce Cockburn. This version I'm doing is based on his version. Most of it is based on what he's doing. And then I extended it a bit because on the album, his version is like 27 seconds long. And I added an ending and just changed it around a little bit. But Bruce Cockburn is just a great guitar player. He's a really good finger picker. His Travis pick is so good, you know, like he's just a real natural. He makes it look easy. So anyways, this one, and also I just thought I'd mention, like, I got a lot of response from my We Three Kings Christmas song, and got a lot of people saying, you know, more Christmas songs. So that's why I'm doing this one. Usually I just do one of these every year, but this year I'm trying to squeeze in two. Okay, so we're in the key of D for this one, and it's drop D. Okay, so take your low E and tune it to your D string. Okay, and like I said earlier, it's a Travis pick, right? So like 95% of the song is going to be low D to open D with your thumb, right? So that's how I did my beginning, right? I just did that for 4 bars. That's just a G string on the 7th fret. Okay, and then we get into the main theme. So we're going to start up here, and we're going to go 3 fingers, right? First finger G, second finger B, third finger E, and we're going to go. Without the thumb, that would be, that's that D-shaped A chord, and then we're going to get a little finger up here on B12. And now we're going to hit 2 strings. The first ones are 3 strings, single string, 2 strings. Okay, but meanwhile, we got to keep the Travis going. Okay, and you know, this is not a beginner's lesson in any way, right? So if you're not used to Travis picking, you'll probably just, like, this will be just way too much for you. But for those guys that are kind of got a bit of a grounding in it, you should be able to get something from this. Okay, so from the beginning. Okay, now we're going to go. So that's, we're there. G string, B string. And you'll notice that as the Travis pick goes along, we're going to hit that B string as our thumb hits the D string. Right? And then we're down to the 7th fret G and B. And then we're going to go here. And that's the only time the thumb changes. Now we're going to go A string, D string. When we're playing D5 and G6, kind of barring there, right? So we've also got B5. So and we're going right, and then we're here. Okay, so that's your first bit. Okay, now moving on, we're going to go. Okay, so just G string, B string, or there, G7, B10. And then we're going to go, and this will be 3 fingers. That's like a G chord, right? D-shaped G chord. probably one of the easier parts to this tune. So from here, and we're going to add this in. Right? We're just hammering on here the 8th fret of the B while we're holding E10, and of course we're kind of barring there, so we've got G7 with the Travis, and you know, you can do 3 or 2, but I kind of like to get that high note in there the whole time, so it's like, okay, so far we've got real slow, so coming out of that, we'll get into the next part. And what we're doing there is, that's how we started. Right? And then we kind of slide into that A, that D-shaped A chord. And then we're into this one, the 2-note chord, which is G11 and B10. So from here, real slow, and we end it by doing that, okay? So that's a tricky part because, you know, the Travis, it never stops. So and to coordinate that might take a little bit of practice, right? Okay, so now coming out of that, we're going to get into this part. So we've got that, right? It's just, but with the thumb. Okay, so get in the next part, we're doing that, right? D7, little pull off from B8 to B7. And now we're going to change the Travis pick. And we're going to play this chord here, okay, which is kind of like a, sort of like a D chord, that shape, right? Not exactly, because that finger would be down 1 fret. So we've got got the A string and the G string, and the Travis pick is now A, A string, D string, right? D7. And it's the fingers are and we end it with so. And you know that never stops, right? So to coordinate the fingers with the thumb is always a bit tricky. Okay, so coming out of that, and then, right? Now there's a million ways to finger these chords, but this is just the way that I've chosen. Right? Very similar to the beginning. So that end part is and we sort of already know that, right? Okay, so let's take just from okay, and that's pretty well most of it. Now the ending part, I just did a couple of variations. So when we go, okay, and that is just barring here on the 7th, and you've got G9 and B8, and instead of going, we're going to go. I mean, you could just do it with that open A, but I don't know, for some reason that just felt better to me. So the Travis stays on the low D and the open or the D string, right? Right, and then we kind of just repeat the whole thing. Okay, and then the ending, we just kind of muck around with that I just showed you. So we're going to go. And then just a D chord up the octave. Right, so that is. Okay, and that's it. That's the whole song. So I'm going to play the whole thing through really slow. Okay, so here we go. then the second ending would be. Okay, that's it. Hope you get something out of this. Hope, again, I've put it up in time for you to get it together to play this Christmas. Anyways, great playing by Bruce Cockburn. He's just one of the best ever finger-picking guitar players, I think. And I would encourage people to check him out because he's got a lot of really great stuff. And like I said, I hope you get something out of it. And hope you all have a great Christmas, and we'll talk to you next time.